Today we'll be looking at quadratic expressions and equations. We'll focus on different forms in which we can have quadratic expressions or quadratic equation. If you have an expression that the highest power of the variable is 2, for example x squared plus k, this is a quadratic expression. If you have x squared plus k equals to 0, then it becomes quadratic equation because of the equal to mark that is there. So we now have different forms in which quadratic equation can come. Number one is the general form. The general form, that's the one we are all very familiar with: ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the general form of a quadratic expression. If we can also write this as in a factor form. In factor form, that's what we got. That's what we obtain when we factorize this. We have a factor form: x minus m, x minus n, and we say this x minus m and this x minus n are both factors of the expression ax squared plus bx plus c. And we can also write it in another form, which is called the vertex form. You see the vertex form, we're going to have something like this: k x minus p raised to the power 2, that's square, plus q. This is a vertex form. You see p and q, p comma q, are going to be coordinate of the vertex. This form is very, very important. What exactly we mean by coordinate of the vertex? If you plot a quadratic curve, we are going to have something like this or something like this. This point is called the vertex. This also point is called the vertex. So if you write any quadratic equation in this form, we are going to be able to know this point. The point is going to be p comma q. That's what I mean by the vertex form. There's another form which we call the symmetric form. Is similar to the factor form. The symmetric form is similar to the factor form. We have something like x minus into bracket xm plus u, then x minus xm minus u. So this is the symmetric form. Don't bother yourself so much about the expression. It is a very, very simple method to use in solving quadratic equation. So we are going to deal with that later. Thank you very much for listening to this. Don't forget, we have like different four forms. Number one, the general form. Number two, the factor form. Number three, the vertex form. Number four, the symmetric form. Thank you very much for listening.